with that introduction by Bobby McFerrin and choir, we'll move into Mother Harriet set. Welcome, everybody. Welcome now, welcome later, whenever you find this recording. I hope you are held in this moment. And if you don't feel held, maybe we can create a little holding today. With that kind of invitation of hold on. We'll move into today's practice, today's sit. Excuse me. I've been thinking a lot this week, about what it takes to hold on, what it takes to keep going. 4 months of witnessing genocide, lifetimes of witnessing oppression, of experiencing this world turn and turn and turn. And as we move into Mother Harriet practice today, we can just open up our space a little, perhaps just take a deep breath, and we'll move into a space of just opening. What does it feel like to be held? What would I need to sink into a feeling of deep holding? We've been working with fire, with smoke, with the earth. And last week we worked a lot with fire, specifically. And today I wanted to focus in a little on the smoke. On what lifts up above that burning fire. I wanted to start off with a little invocation by Radical Imprints, Nicole, an activist and writer. And this is an invocation for activation. So as we breathe and settle into our space, as we get into the groove of whatever this 40 minutes, hour is going to be for us, we might feel these words and bring them with us. An invocation for activation. In the name of anything holy that remains, may those of us witnessing this genocide have courage to run towards the smoke. Because that is also the direction of the possibility of easing suffering. That is also the direction of the possibility of preserving life. Come. Come right now. This way, toward the smoke. Bring everyone you can. Bring everyone you can towards the smoke. What does that mean for you? What's the fire that's right in front of you? Lamarad often says, do the work that is right in front of you, right? Find your front line, rather than bypassing and trying to do someone else's work for them. If we take a deep breath, what is the warmth that we are drawing from right in front of us? That's the question I've been sitting with all week. How do I keep myself sustained? And if you can hear a dog in the background, any apologies for her trying to keep herself sustained. When she sees me talking, she likes to remind me that she could be playing with me right now.
She is welcome.
Yeah.
I love it here.
Lovely. I'm glad you welcome her too. All right. So let's move through our practice. We'll just open up with a couple bell breaths into Okinaga, real gentle and slow today. Perhaps you breathe in through the nose. Feeling that gentle breath float in, we'll take a second to pause at that full state. Really relaxing the container around our breath, relaxing this body, trying to let our breath feel a little bit unbound today. And then we breathe out through the mouth, letting everything go. And again, holding that empty state. What does it feel like to pause before we intake that breath? Trust that it will come and explore what might arise. Invite a little deep listening into our own experience. We can take a deep breath in, let it all go. Inhale. Exhale. In. Hold. Out. Hold. 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 In. Hold. Dropping the shoulders. Hold. Draw in everything around you. Hold it close. Let it go. And hold that releasing. Let your breath find its natural rhythm. As you just take a second to notice how you feel today. What's arising in this moment? What can we hear in the stillness, in the silence, in our own breath? Perhaps that can be the guide. We can drop the stories, drop the narratives, even just for a moment. How can trusting my experience be the path forward? Do I trust myself, my prayers? What does it feel like to hold that? We'll just hold that question as we move through Okinaga, this exercise of long breath, of really stretching out our inhales and exhales to see what arises. We'll breathe with the drum, having that sound signal the switch of inhale or exhale, And as we move through 5-second, 10-second, 15-second inhales, the point isn't to do it right. It isn't to do it one way or to be successful or to breathe for a really long time even, right? It's just the opportunity. Thinking about that invocation of running towards the smoke, running towards my own panic, my own ideas of my own limitation around the simplest thing, my breath. We'll take a clearing breath in and out, in, out. Inhale. Exhale. Slow, mind your pacing. Holding at the top if we need to. Let it all go. Let your breathing return to a natural pace. In this space, we invite Mother Harriet into our practice. invite our protectors, our guardians. We invite ourselves into this moment. May we be held in the lineage of life. Not just the ideas we have of lineage of teacher, of blood, of genealogy, but of the universe emerging again and again and again in each and every moment. And we'll move into our kind of main practice here. I'll put the chant and spiritual in the chat with our communal prayers. But as we move into chanting our mantra of Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhisvaha, gone, gone beyond, gone completely beyond, awakening, so be it. We might take a moment to visualize ourselves in the middle of a great big field. Perhaps we feel our feet against the earth, the grasses, the dirt. We might breathe in and out with the breeze rolling over our skin, rustling through the trees in the distance. Perhaps we feel the gentle warmth of sunlight reaching down towards us from the sky. And as we breathe in and out, we start to smell that little bonfire quality in the air, a hint of smoke. There's no fire creeping towards us yet, but in the distance, we might see a little cloud of smoke reaching up towards the sky. In the middle of this big field, in the distance, a row of trees and trailing smoke. Perhaps today we walk towards it. No need to put down our fear or to ignore it. Let everything arise as we gently take steps one by one, feeling the earth rise to hold our feet, to hold our whole being. Let's journey out towards the fires in front of us. Let us feel their burning, feel their heat. And as we move closer to the smoke, perhaps we notice, we take the opportunity to gather our buckets of water, gather our sandbags in a kind of emotional fortitude sense. May I carry the water within me that is most of my being, 70% of my body, towards these flames. May I carry the earth in me to fortify the ground around these flames. May I remember the part of me that is the fire, and seek to just know its face today. To arrive open and willing to provide what the moment needs. Parasamgati Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgati Perhaps you take a gesture that feels like holding to you, whether that's palms together, palms out, at the chest. And we might recite our communal prayers together as we approach that smoke, that fire. Offering our prayers into the smoke so that they may raise up into the skies and beyond. May all beings be free. May those suffering experience liberation. May we hold each other through revolution. May we abolish everything that is not love. May we rebirth a free world. And our spiritual offering today will be hush, wait, listen. Really, again, inviting in that spirit of deep, deep listening, of arriving at our pain, of arriving at this moment, open and ready. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Hush, wait, listen, listen. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Dwell in the song of the breathing, breathing. Hush, wait, listen. Take a moment just to rest here, to listen. You might come back to your space, your surroundings with a little gentle movement in the body, perhaps a little stretch or even a self-massage. Just checking in with the neck and shoulders. Feeling your body. Simple act of holding can be a great admission of our longing to be here, of our experience of being here. And in these last few moments together, we might thank our ancestors, thank ourselves, thank Mother Harriet. We might open ourselves up to listening to the deep fires within us. Often our instinct is to put the fire out. And sometimes that's what's necessary. But perhaps perhaps today as we close this practice, we might think, what does it mean to just tend to this fire? Perhaps I stoke its flames, I feed it, I offer to it. Perhaps we might engage in this dual act of consumption together, of revolutionary release and transformation. Of burning down all our composite components and materials, all the different things that we cling to, and solidify as us into their embers, their unrecognizable interconnectedness. Let it burn. Let the smoke rise. Let the raised fields clear our path. Ashe, Svaha, so be it.